Hi, I'm Scott North. I am the Director of Corporate and Private Events at TO Live. We have 3 venues. We're in Meridian Hall now. We got St. Lawrence Center across the street downtown. We got Meridian Arts Center uptown. But the purpose of today's video is a site inspection. We did one at the start of the pandemic. We're kind of getting out of the pandemic now, so this will be a unedited site inspection. So if you hear background noise, it's like if you came down to our venue and I was taking you through. If I make a mistake, I apologize, but it just goes on. So we're in the vestibule right now of Meridian Hall. We use this a lot for registration. You know, this is where all the guests come in. There's 5 big doors here where they come in, register, check in, whatever you think. But this is where it all starts. We'll go on into the main lobby. So main lobby. In here, the first thing you see obviously is a giant video wall. There's a number of flat panels, monitors around the space that you can put content, starting with the video wall, but there's monitors above the bars that you'll see as we go around. You can put your content up. Even outside, there's 2 marquees on either side with flat panels. There's sound out there. You can have a video roll of your company. You could have your own content playing out there along with sound. But in here, we've got a space. The main theater seats 3,172. We kind of round that down to say you could have a party in here for 3,000. Obviously, you can do 3,172, but it's going to be a little jammed if you have food stations and activations going on as well. So we say 1,350 downstairs, 1,350 main lobby. It's 1,350 and 300 upstairs in reception format. In the main lobby, we have obviously the video wall. We have a sound system, a surround sound system in here. We have a moving light system. There's a coffered ceiling that is lit up, and you can light that to any color that you want. You could actually get right down to choosing a custom Pantone. Or we have 50 different selections of, you just press a button and it's there. So you see bar at either end, and again, they got monitors on top. You can put your content up there. And everything you see in here, from the sanitizer dispensers to this is a merch booth for concerts. This is all set up in like a regular public setting. We've had a number of concerts already, and we're in March right now, but restrictions are just lifted. This is the second day that we could be without masks in here. So timing it, but we're hoping to get everybody back in here sooner than later. This is the regular traffic path that most people will take, because there's an elevator shaft as you come in and go to the right or the west. But come on, we're gonna take this right into the main theater. So main theater, orchestra level. As I said out there, 3,170 seats total. Down below here, 2,133. Up above, 1,039, and we'll check that out at the end of our tour. So it's a rate. Orchestra level goes down. Come on down. We'll check it out down here. Just about where I am right now, there's actually a mid-house curtain that can come in and cut the seats to about 1,063. And I say about because we have done compliance construction for accessibility in the pandemic, and so we've taken out some seating to make accessible seats. So we went from actually 3,191 to 3,172. But there is a mid-house curtain to shorten this up. In the 12 years I've been here, I've seen that done maybe 4 times. In my opinion, it just kind of changes the ambiance of this great level here. And quite frankly, we've done events for 300 people that sit right up front. So we've got theater attendants that move everybody down, and you come in and you see this stage, you're really not considering the empty spaces here. If we've got less than what it's going to be, less than the 2,000 seats that are down here, we're going to make sure that everybody's together, and then we black out this area so this never becomes a problem. And I've never had a client complain about it being so. Come on down. Up on the stage. Just watch your step. There's a cord there, just watch that cord. So this stage, and have a look around, this stage is one of the biggest stages in the country. And you got 2 loading docks on that side, and we got a smaller service loading dock on the other side. But then you look out, and I've never come close to being in a performance on stage, but it's a pretty cool environment. And we had a wedding on this stage, so 300 people on this stage with a dance floor. We've had dinners on the stage. MasterCard did it was 40 people on the stage for a dinner. It was unbelievable. And it is such a unique, cool environment to have this as your backdrop. We light that up in really cool ways, and it's just a cool space to have an event. Now out front here, again, 2,133 seats. Up in this front area, there's 300 seats. There's the orchestra pit. There's 58 seats that sit on the orchestra pit. So if you wanted to extend the apron on the stage by 12 feet, get rid of those 58 seats, and that comes up if you needed no more space on the stage. Again, events on here, we've done dinners, we've done receptions, we've had cars up here. So we've had a car conference we had 3 Ford Explorers when they were it was a new Ford Explorer that had some new technology in it that they were launching. Very cool event. There were 3 cars here, there were 3 cars in the lobby, and there were 3 cars right out on the front drive as well. Now, we're going to take a peek back of house. Upstairs here, there are 4 dressing rooms. Usually we call them star dressing rooms. 4 can become 2, so 2 bigger ones or 4 smaller ones. So right off the stage, they're here. You go downstairs, there are a number of dressing rooms. We could fit a ballet company of about 140 people. I believe there are 70 different makeup lighting stations. So that's all downstairs. I don't know what corporate or private events would have use for, but we certainly have had different events in here that did use them. But again, 4 upstairs, right off the stage. Again, another loading dock back here, and then stage door. We'll just walk through here. And I must say, with this space, one of the cool things is history of it. This building opened in 1960. Queen Elizabeth opened this building, but since then, Led Zeppelin's played here. From Led Zeppelin to Elton John to Harry Belafonte. Harry Belafonte has played here more than anybody. Mikhail Baryshnikov defected from this stage. Right after one of his performances, he went out that door. It wasn't the same door, but he went up generally in that direction, out that door, and somebody was waiting for him on the Esplanade, and they whisked him away out to Caledon, I believe, where he hid for the weekend before I think he eventually went to the States. But the history in this place is amazing, so you can come here, you could see a show. As I say, we could have a party for 3,000 people. Come in and have Bon Jovi play a private concert in here and then go out on 3 levels and have a party after. Come on through, we'll check out back. So we won't go back. We won't go back too far here. As I said, the 4 dressing rooms. You go here, a left or right, and you go to stage door. So that's where, if you have VIPs, talent, that sort of thing, they would enter through stage door. You know, they're not where the public is coming in. So that can be done out there. This secondary loading dock is here as well. But we're going to go down to the O'Keefe Lounge. And you just have a look as we go through here. We've just got all these back of house alleys. And again, we have big events that we'll use this for storage. A lot of our big events, you know, Canadian Screen Awards, Bell Media's CTV Upfront. We use every inch of space in this entire venue, from storing road cases to having ancillary spaces for talent green rooms, that kind of thing. Now, as you're there, dressing room 3 here, the last time that Prince played in Canada, that was his dressing room. We had to graphic in purple in there, bring in some special furniture, but that's where he hung out. So that's the last time he performed in Canada. I cannot remember the specific date, but another piece of history. We'll go down. Actually, we'll go to the lower lobby first before the O'Keefe Lounge, because the lights are on the other side. There's a lot of different spaces in here, and I forgot about one. We've got the Meridian VIP Lounge. So just an ancillary space. Whoops. And we use this for. We've used it for anything from a massage area to a production headquarters to a daycare area. Just when people get in here for the full facility event, it's just ancillary space that you can use for whatever that comes up. I will say that typically when I have you, the event planner, the event producer, to take on a site inspection, that we have some banter, some back and forth. So it is a little bit more difficult doing a site inspection on my own. Whack fun if you just want to take a quick snap of the, here's the video wall here. It's same on the other side. The venue is basically symmetrical. What you see on this side, you will see the mirror image on the other side. But again, this is more area that you can put content up. And as I say that, I said Whack Fun. My colleague Whack Fun Yacobo is behind the camera, the producer of all these videos, the producer of our podcast. Whack Fun takes care of our social media. Whack Fun takes care of our digital signage, does all kinds of stuff at this venue. So she won't speak, but at the moment she will. We're going to introduce her on camera at one point, but I want to say thanks to Whack Fun who's helping out with this. Robert? Hello. Okay, so you'll get a glimpse of the lower lobby. We're going to come back here, but first of all we're going into the O'Keefe Lounge. Again, some more ancillary space. Empty room at the moment, but kind of, you know, industrial style. I like it's kind of a contemporary look. We've got a projector and a screen in here. These curtains here open up. And it looks into the lower lobby, makes the room look twice as big. We did actually, I want to call it 9 weeks of dinner theater in here. Fawlty Towers, the British comedy. So it was almost sold out the whole time. That was a very cool thing because we also have an entrance right off Yonge Street. So we've had a number of things, and we'll also use this for Canadian Screen Awards. It's used as the media area, the press area. Same thing, Hockey Hall of Fame broadcast for their induction ceremony we did this year, and they used it for their press area. So just an ancillary space. We've got a bunch of furniture around, and anything that we have is certainly at your disposal, and then anything that we need, we will bring in from one of our suppliers. So we're going to head out, and while we're in this direction, we're going to go down an elevator, and I'm going to show you the rehearsal hall. This is again, being by myself, other than Wackland, but typically we could be talking about some of the events we've done, what vision that you have, you know, what we can help out with, that kind of thing. But now I just have to put in the time. Rehearsal hall. At its face, it is a rehearsal hall. But for corporate private events, we will turn this into, we've turned it into, as I said upstairs, a secondary green room for talent, for CTV Upfront, for instance, or CSA, Canadian Screen Awards. You got some actors that kind of need another place to go that's a little bit further away from the action. That's what we did here. We put carpet down. We put 16-foot high white drape. We uplit with a blue kind of lighting and a bar, and it was a really cool space. Another time, RGD, Registered Graphic Designers, they do a conference every year, and they have speakers. So this is one of the speaker areas. You have 200 people here. We had a big screen at the end, and they did a presentation down here. So a very versatile space, or we could just use it for rehearsing. I don't get into that much with the corporate and private. We could use it for storage, or we could use it for a staff area that they can get away, maybe a staff lunch area. We do George Brown College convocations, 5 days, 9 convocations, 21,000 people through. And so there's a whole number of, there's staff from George Brown, there's volunteers, and we might have this area as a lunch area for that group as well. Okay, we'll instead of taking that elevator and me having to awkwardly put in time, we'll walk upstairs here, and you'll be able to see the entrance to Yonge Street. Just watch your step there. So we won't go up there, but that's Yonge Street, just south of Front Street, up there. So you could have people stop there and let people in. They could enter there, and then they have a short walk to the O'Keefe Lounge, which is here on our right. Oh, we're going to go into the lower lobby now. Sean's on camera. Sorry? There's Sean there, our Director of Patron Services. He takes care of all the front of house people, the event managers, the food and beverage, works with chef on the food.
Hello.
Thanks, Sean.
No problem.
Okay, and so we are in the lower lobby. As I said, 1,350 people down here for a reception. Bar on either end. There's monitors above the bars if you want your branded content up there. There's a built-in stage here. It's got a sound system down here. It's got a screen and projector. Got an alcove there. Again, you see, basically think of this space as a clean slate. Nothing here. Everything you see is probably set up for a concert because I said we've had a few concerts. We've got a few coming up. But you could remove it. You could use it if you needed it. But otherwise, get it out of your site. You could bring in furniture from some of our suppliers. We have two kitchens across TO Live. One downtown here at Meridian Hall, one uptown at Meridian Arts Center. We have executive chef Bruce Berga, who takes care of all the food and beverage. His kitchen for Meridian Hall is down here. Now, he's not in, I know because I saw him up north. How you doing?
Hey, sir. Good. Chef is not there.
Yeah. We're just going to have a quick peek in here. You know what? We will do a full video on the kitchen, but just a quick peek. Not a huge kitchen to serve, say, 3,000 people, but Canadian Screen Awards and Bell Media is usually around 1,700 people. So that's a big reception for us. And Bruce handles that, Chef Bruce handles that in this kitchen. Now we're gonna walk upstairs here. There's a few other spaces that we did not get to. I'll call it a VIP room because that's what it used to be called. Right off the house, it goes right into the house. So if you had a keynote speaker, that person could be in there. There's some furniture in there. There's a washroom in there. There's also a new boardroom that's still under construction on the east side. It basically mimics the shape of the one on the other side, but we've got tech in there that we can do board meetings, or groups can come in and use that space as well. Okay, we're going upstairs. We got a barrier here. Just watch your step on that. Step over that if you can. Or step on it. And just a quick peek down here. And this is the... We've always got stuff going on. And so if you come for a site inspection, you might run into construction. You might run into those taped off barriers that we just saw. We're on the east side now. If you look into this space, this is the main east lounge. So it's a unique shape. Got a spiral staircase down to the lower lobby there. That goes into that boardroom I was just talking about with the new construction. And then there's a bar at the other end, and there's washrooms down there. So as you saw, we use this sometimes for coat check. And coat check in this venue is ad hoc where it works. We don't have a formal coat check area. So public usually is in here, but a lot of times we'll use this space for a VIP area, a private reception. Again, bar and washrooms right here. The doors can be shut so it can kind of be separated off from the rest of the bigger party. Now, I purposely forgot about one feature in the main lobby. We're coming back into the main lobby. But as we walk through, Wackman's going to show you a piece of art that we have here. York Wilson in 1960 or prior, 1959 was commissioned to do a piece of art for the opening of what was then the O'Keefe Center. And you'll see this giant mural, which is now said to be priceless. It's called the Seven Lively Arts. And he did that for the opening in 1960, October 1st, 1960. And we're just going to take a trip up to the mezzanine. That'll be our last stop. So our big events, like the ones that I've talked about, even the Hockey Hall of Fame, Canadian Screen Awards, CTV up front, it's a full facility, so there will be a reception up here as well. We use this sometimes for an after party of, say, a meeting. Up here, as I said, 300 people is good for a reception. You can have more, but it gets kind of jammed if you have more than that. Bar on either end, monitors above the bars. And we have the Meridian Community Lounge on this side, and the Toronto Star Lounge on the other side. Again, symmetrical building, same lounge over there, same bar over there. We have a bank of washrooms along here. And then to end our tour, I'm just going to show you how this all ties in going up into the mezzanine and balcony. So here we are up top. We don't have a lot of events that utilize the top. We have had some, but just kind of it's a cool area even up here. And you can see down on the stage. So in this room, this is an incredible sound system, incredible lighting system. So pretty much anything you need. If you even need to bring in more elaborate, like LED panels, that kind of thing, then we would bring them in with a supplier. But most groups can come in here and do just fine with what we have in-house. So I just, again, want to thank you. We will put timestamps on this video to let you know, if you want to see the main lobby, you want to see the stage, that kind of thing. But again, just a virtual site inspection, unedited, one cut. Hopefully, it's if you can't get here, hopefully this provides some value. But certainly, we'd love to see you down here. You want to come down for a site inspection, look at this venue or any of our other ones. We'll leave some contact details in the video. Thank you.